Okay, let's talk about checking in and checking out. Now, there's some work we do before the check-in process, and that is that you should be communicating through the Airbnb app that you're very happy that there are guests. Some countries require that the guests submit a copy of their passports or ID so that that can be registered with the government. So you're requesting that, and you're just telling them how happy that you are that they're coming to check in. Now, with the check-in procedure, when possible, we want self-check-in. Okay, a lot of guests ask for this, so you want to make it as seamless as possible. And of course, we have times of day for check-in. One of the good things is since we allow 24 hours between our guests, we can usually accommodate early check-ins, which the guests love because they might arrive in a city at 10 a.m. and they don't want to sit there and haul their luggage around for 5 hours, waiting to check in at 3 p.m. So that works out great for that. And as a surprise, it's like, yeah, hey, we can work that in for you, at no cost, of course. And checkout. Now, when you go on to different forums about Airbnb and the guests and what they hate most about Airbnb, the number one thing is the checkout procedure. And they're already paying for cleaning, and then they get this whole list of things that they need to do before they can check out. I'm really against that. Now, there are a few things like where to put the key, turn off the air conditioner, things like that. But we never require our guests to strip the linens off the beds or to put all the towels in a place, the dirty towels in a place, or to do their dishes or to take out the trash or the rubbish, garbage. We don't require any of that. They can just literally just walk out of the apartment, much like you just walk out of a hotel room. No hotel asks you to strip the bed down and to put all the towels, in some place or whatever. And we don't ask that of our guests. So make sure that on checkout, you just make it as easy as possible. Just this is where you put the key, and then please just make sure to turn off the lights and the air conditioning and have a great trip. Okay? We do not give them this whole list of things they need to do before checking out. And especially like the trash, they don't know where the trash goes, especially if they've been there only for 2 or 3 days. They don't know. Now, if they've been there for a month, they've already been taking out the trash, and they'll probably do it automatically. But we don't ask them to do that, okay? And they can leave old stuff behind. They can leave half the pizza in the fridge. They can leave whatever else in the fridge. We will take care of all that and make sure the housekeepers understand that that is part of the job, is that we just show up with a big bag and we just throw everything into it. If it's something that's unopened, they can go and the housekeepers can take it, whatever the guests might leave behind, we take it out. And we make sure that that check-in and check-out procedure is just as smooth as possible, and we stay ahead of things. So let's say there's a check-in coming in at 3, but you're stuck in traffic and you're not going to be able to make it there. Make sure to text them so they're not waiting around. Say, hey, please, go get a coffee. I'm just stuck in traffic, but I will be there at exactly, 3:30 is what my Google Maps says or whatever. Just stay on top of things with guests. Always just, stay confident, stay concise, and just stay warm when communicating with guests on the check-in and check-out. Oh, one thing obviously on the checkout is that they should secure the property, make sure the door is locked. Some of our properties have shutters that need to be closed, close the windows and lock them. So I would say, yeah, maybe that's just the 3. What to do with the key, just turning things off and making sure the property is secure. That's not too much to ask. And I think that's a great way to end a nice stay so that we get a nice review out of our guests.